We got a lot of Corpus games in this weekend, and here we are in Bishop, trying to get around to majority of the Coastal Bend. Here's starting this good start in the middle of the net, Lillian. Here's starting this good start in the middle of the net. Lillian McCoy got set up nicely, and a nice play there to get started. McCoy had a really nice tournament. Played very well, and another point here to start as King gets out to a 2-0 lead, and Gabriella Jones back to serve for the Lady Mustangs. And there's McCoy on the net where the ball was going. Finding it, timing it right there in the center net. Getting the Lady Badgers on their heels, and the quick 3-0 start here. And that far side outside hit for Bishop, yielding the first point there, and Gabriella Jones trying to come up with it but could not. Here's the libero, Hannah Griffith. And there's McCoy on the outside. And then here on this near side, it's Miranda Lopez. Lopez herself having a really solid outing at this weekend's tournament, and nice approach there at the net. Good attack, but Bishop was ready, and they're gonna. Here's Bishop, center net, and tell. Heads to the bench. And here's a return by DuPont. Here's a setup on the outside for Foster, and Foster. And there's JD Zamora getting with the save, getting it over, and they're gonna set up Foster once again in there. Garrett with the return. Bishop ready for it. There's the setup and a running attack there by Caitlin Vetta. Nice play on the back row to King. Here's Cullum with the serve, and it's going to fall fair, and an ace. This one returned. Nice play by DuPont on the back row. This one popped up high by Lopez. Cullum setting up Jones. Here's the setup from Zamora for Reese. Libby Foster, and I guess a little confusion there on the front row. Looks like it was set up nicely there. Just a little hesitation by both players at the net. And here's Jones. Sends it off Hannah Griffith, the Mustangs. Zamora setting it up for Griffith. And here's Lopez on the outside. Zamora sets up DuPont for the outside hit, and out for Pimentel. Now Sarah DuPont in that far outside part of the net, set up nicely there by Zamora. And here's McCoy. And there's McCoy, center net. Zamora saves it. Then there was a return by Salazar. Here's Lopez with the return, and nice play on the. Here's Miranda Lopez, and there's a return. And Zamora setting it up for Katie Winters. And here's Lopez on the outside. Things up here, 13-all. And Miranda Lopez serves it. There's Griffith. There's Zamora. Nicely done. And it's 14-all. And here's the libero, Harley Guerra, on the serve. And this one returned by Zamora. Here's the setup on the outside for Jones. And the other way, and Bishop back in the lead. It's 15-14. Lady Badgers on top. Katie Winters heads to the service line now for Bishop. And nice play there. Not expecting that one at all, but nice heads-up play there by Cullum as she sends the serve. Cullum setting up Foster, who kind of ran into Cullum there. There's Zamora. Another set. And there's McCoy just set up whenever she's gotten a clean look at it. Gets up there and sends it down with enough power. She's gotten them down a good percentage of the time, and here's a serve not to be returned as Bishop picks up. And Corpus Christi King up 17-15. And then A. Cullum sends it over Griffith. There's Zamora setting up Veta. And kind of caught the back line on its toes. Or off its toes, rather, as the ball goes out of play. And here's a serve by Pimentel. Zamora sets up there for DuPont. And DuPont and there's McCoy set up by Cullum. And Cullum's done a good job, especially around the net. It's close. She's done nicely down there. At least close to the net. A nice play there by Zamora. Was able to cash in with the point, but she's done well near the net, as has Cullum, just able to set it straight up there. And so that can be a tricky part of the net. And here's McCoy on the outside. Lopez two hands it over, and there's Veta with the save. There's McCoy. Winters pops it up. Zamora for DuPont. There's Guerra, and McCoy backhands it over. Once again, shows her prowess up front. And DuPont sends it right towards Guerra, and Guerra, Pimentel pops it up, sets it up for Lopez, and here's Zamora setting up Winters, and Winters right towards Guerra, who's there to pop it up. Pimentel with the back row attack, and the center net, nice plays there, play there by Galatasaray. Zamora finds it, Winters one hands it there, and there's Guerra ready for it. And there's a setup for Foster. Griffith bumps Zamora. Sets up for Vera. Zamora back to serve for Bishop. She's played extremely well and just been all over that front row for Bishop. Has really made a difference, and she'll pick up an ace here. Getting the height that she's desired, or just set up not what she expects there as Winters sends this one over. Serve receives, set up there for Libby Foster for the point. And here's Danae Cullum. Zamora. Nice play there by McCoy on the net. And Cullum with the serve. Zamora one-hands it. There's Garrett. Cullum setting up McCoy, and there's a double block with McCoy ready for it. And Cullum with the serve. Zamora pops it up. Griffith with the return. Lopez sets up McCoy, and McCoy on the serve. And there's McCoy. Sends it right at Veta, but Veta's ready for it. Griffith to DuPont, who returns it. They're going to set up, and McCoy with the finesse touch sends it over. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way. Set number 2 starting with the serve from Madison Pimentel. And here's Lopez on the outside, setting that one, but Griffith ready for it. That's Winters sending it over. Cullum setting up for McCoy, and McCoy, another in set number 1. Finishing that set strong, and here's Pimentel with the jump serve. Zamora setting up DuPont, and DuPont right towards Guerra, and Guerra they lead 1-0, and here's JD Zamora with the serve. And set up, here's McCoy, and McCoy into a double. And nice play there. Bishop and Lily McCoy over to serve for the Lady Mustangs. Here in set number 2, Lady Mustangs leading 1-0. They took set number 1, 27-25. A lot of power there. And there's DuPont. And the return by Lopez skips the top of the net. Zamora's there. And they set up Zamora, who sends it to the back row of King. And nice play there. Here's Harley Guerra. Skips it over the net. Zamora's there. There's the save. Salazar sends it over. Caitlin Vetta. And there's Galarza. Strong outside hit. Cullum trying to set up Natalie Garcia. Zamora setting up DuPont cross court, and Guerra can't get to it. And nicely done as Bishop ties it up. It's 10-all. Here's Mia Tamez. And Foster. Play. And point over to Bishop. And the libero, Hannah Griffith. And there's McCoy. Lopez. There's Pimentel from the back row. Zamora setting up DuPont, and Pimentel's there, but sends it out of play. They set up McCoy there, but Zamora and Winters were ready for it. Nice defense.